Hey guys, Deathslider Magic here, and I can't believe this, but we already have another spoiler for Rivals of Ixalan. Remember, this doesn't come out until January, and it's not technically November. At least not for another 26 minutes. So this one's actually a reprint, and it's an uncommon from Lorwyn, and it's worth between $2 and $3 right now. So I expect that to crash down to maybe $1, $1.50, but then again, this is in the strongest tribal by far. I'm gonna take a wild guess. I mean, dinosaurs, cool. They got more dinosaurific. Whatever. They're too damn slow. Vampires, who cares? Pirates, treasures aren't good enough. There's nothing to spend it on. Energy is too consistent, too synergistic, but also a little bit weak. Honestly, I mean, Long Tusk and the Hydra are out of control, but it's not, Eldrazi modern good. But merfolk, you can't target them, you can't block them, you can't destroy them, you can't sweep them, you can't do anything. You can lose, I guess that's an option. So, yeah, here it is, another merfolk, and this one is definitely played in Modern, well as Commander, obviously. Silvergill Adept, and this, by the way, is all special printed because it's the open house promo for the upcoming open house sometime in January, I assume. So, as an additional cost to cast Silvergill Adept, which keep in mind it's a 2/1 for 2 with no abilities, sort of, reveal a merfolk card from your hand or pay 3 colorless extra. Oh, pardon me, 3 generic extra. The colorless in that case would very distinctly mean something else. So 2/1 for 5, that's not going to happen. So you have to have basically, logically, another 2 cost or maybe a 3 cost in your hand. That's what you would be expected to still have. So if you top deck this late game, it is worthless unless you have 5 mana, which you might. So, I mean, it's not that big of a, detriment, I guess you would say. So you leave it at that, it's a completely unplayable card. But when it enters the battlefield, draw a card. It's a cantrip creature. So think about this. If you pull a land off the top of your deck, okay, now you've got 1 more land, cool. If you're already holding a counterspell, because we'll just pretend you're playing mono blue, okay, cool, but otherwise, blue-green, you might have like a boost spell or a heroic intervention, something like that. So now you've got another land to, have a higher chance of being able to cast a negate, we'll say. Now that's actually like the worst option because next up, if you pull another creature, it's probably a merfolk. So there's your synergy, your boost, your merfolk ETB, whatever it's going to have, here's another one. And this card in itself is like, here's another merfolk. So if you have, other merfolk get +1/+1. When a merfolk enters the battlefield, draw a card. And then you draw another card because, that Vanquisher's Banner. Yeah, just another merfolk at all, no matter what it is pretty powerful. And then third, you could be pulling like an instant speed, we'll just say counterspell. That would be the most likely. Well, now you've got a counterspell, so it's like whatever you draw, you're good, because the counterspell could help cover what's on the board now. So this card doesn't really scream overpowered, and it's only an uncommon, but it's modern grade because people play it in Modern Merfolk sometimes, not in every deck list. And even in Standard, I can already see this being, good enough. Just solely the fact that it replaces itself, absolutely good enough. Helping feed the machine and prevent top decking while throwing out as much tribal synergy as you possibly can, do not underestimate that. So once again, not like, oh my gosh, broken. I mean, this is not Reality Smasher. No, I'll never stop mentioning that card. That card was a disastrous mistake. But it's so annoying. It just reminds me of Gitaxian Probe. I mean, it's kind of on par with it. If you're not familiar, Gitaxian Probe was just banned. Anyway, since this is called Silvergill Adept, I might as well give it a silver lining. That stupid dinosaur from the first spoiler can totally just trample past this. Oh boy. Great news. I would love to see that T-Rex looking thing just stomp through a river and just put a foot straight on this thing. Just be like, oops, I stepped on a merfolk. Oh well. And nothing of value was lost. So is it a good card? Yeah. Is it probably going to be worth a little bit of money, which money in the uncommon slot seems to be a recurring strategy lately with Wizards, and I like it. I support it completely. I think it's brilliant. Just having to write off all the commons and uncommons as worthless is kind of dumb. It's like, how do you add value to a box or to a set? Put it in the places where there is none. I mean, it's real simple. You can't just, here's another overpowered mythic. No, start putting, $1, $2, $3 cards in the uncommon slot. In fact, Aether Hub. Put some more lands in the uncommon slot that are highly competitive. I think there's actually a $1.50 land in Ixalan, if I'm not mistaken, in the uncommon slot. So yeah, keep doing that. And this card, yeah, I think it'll sell. Do I want to play against it? No. Do I want to play against merfolk at all ever again? Nope, not a chance. So, yeah, you're going to be hearing about merfolk a little bit more in the near future as we get more spoilers, because I think they're going to get a lot worse. So watch for that Sunshine and Rainbow's outcome, and I'll see you guys next video.